Here's my short upload from last night. The entitled Gen Z girl saying you have to drive a $300,000 car minimum for her to marry you. That video got 5,000 views overnight and plus 11 subscribers. So to the 11 new subscribers to my channel, welcome. My channel's mainly an automotive channel. I talk about my cars, mainly this one right here. Most people are here for this one. So to the lifted van subscribers, always got to do this. Lifted van next to a stock height van for you guys wanting a lift kit. There's a perspective to inspire you guys, get you hyped up. But my channel is more than about automobiles. I like to sprinkle some life lessons subtly on my channel every now and then. Believe it or not, this van build really changed my life. I learned skills through this van build. This is my second van build. I learned how to do solar, wire solar on my first van build. And then when you have a van build, you become creative. You ask yourself, what do I need to do with my van to be an optimal road trip vehicle? Like, everyone has a different idea of what they want. So here's my van real quick for the people new to my channel. I got a fridge, freezer, space cooler, heater. This bed folds into a sofa. I got a microwave under there, electricity. I got a TV, retro gaming. So I always encourage you guys wanting to do a van build to start one. Believe it or not, it'll change your life. It'll get you out of your comfort zone. Personally, I'm naturally an introvert. I'm an introvert that likes to make friends, and I like to share my knowledge with people, and this has gotten me out of my comfort zone. I started doing lifted van meets to get other people out of their comfort zone. People like me who want to get out, but they might be a little shy. You know, I'm getting better as I get older, but I always say a lifted van is the perfect vehicle for an introvert wanting to be a little more extroverted. At my lifted van meets, you could just hang out. I'm not going to tell you what time to wake up. I'm not going to make you go hiking. You can follow me at the lifted van meets and do whatever you want. If you just need that comfort of going off-road, knowing there's other people around, you could stay in your van the whole time if you want. You don't have to say a word. One of my best friends, he goes camping with me. He doesn't say a word, but he'll sit next to us at the campfire and just enjoy the scenery no matter where we are, and that's okay. So that's what I always tell people, like, that's the beauty of my lifted van meets. If you get tired of everyone, you could go in your van for the night, or you could get in your van and drive away and I won't feel offended. The next video I'm going to work on after I upload this one is tips when you're buying a lifted van. The van right there, another one. But what would I sell my van for? 5-inch lift kit, 33-inch tires, and I took it an extra step where most lifted van people don't go. Re-gear and rear locker, aux locker, cable actuated selectable locker right there, open diff, locked and back. This is a V10. It has 144,000 miles. So how much would I sell this for? I would want 15 grand for it. I think 15 grand is reasonable for all the mods I've done, the condition, the miles. It's a V10 engine. I think I've done it pretty tastefully. Nothing crazy about the interior. If you don't like this, you could pull it right out. I kept the interior panels, factory carpet still under here. I put some floor mats, but for the most part, you could return it to stock if you want. So I would want about 10, not 10. 10 would sell right away. I think 15. I would take no less than 15 for this thing. Yeah, I've tried to do everything right with this. Now, if this was like a 200,000 mile van, 250,000 mile van, yeah, 10 grand. That's what you want to pay for a lifted van with 250,000 plus miles, like 10 grand. But like I said, I added all the, this has all the expensive mods on it already. Like, as expensive as you could go with 2-wheel drive, no 4x4 conversion. But it does have a rear locker. If I had the funds, if I could afford it, I would get something like this. $54,000, and this person did everything right. 35-inch tires and 456 gears. So a re-gear to match the 35-inch tires. Take a quick look at it. I've showed you guys this one before, but it's always fun to dream. Yeah, a nice upgrade from the van I have now. But you know what? I still enjoy this. This is not bad for me yet. Maybe when I get a little older, I'm gonna want to stand up and have a house interior with me no matter where I go. But as of now, looking at this, I'm like, man, this is nice compared to like a SUV or a car. Lots of space, but maybe one day. So realistically, if I sold this van for 15 grand, what would I buy? I'd buy something like this. Hey Brooke, if you're watching this, what do you think? Could you picture us in this? Starflight, $17,800. So if I sold my van for 15 grand, I would need 2,800 more to get this. What I really like about these Starflights is you could get them in single rear wheel. This is actually bigger than that 19G. This is nice. You know, sometimes I think about it. But the thing, I see single rear wheel. But the thing about these Starflights is that they're always with the 5.4 V8. I don't think I could get a 5.4 anymore. I think I'm used to the V10 now, especially in a bigger vehicle like this. So yeah, it's fun to dream. What would I do with that Starflight? I'd go straight to Action Van suspension, get it lifted, and so Action Van lifts for $3,500, and then I would put a automatic rear locker. I wouldn't go selectable next time. The only reason I went selectable is, believe it or not, for this channel. You guys support this channel. I'm lucky enough to make a couple of bucks on this channel, so I chose this selectable rear locker, so when I do off-roading videos, I could let you guys know if I'm open diff or locked. So that's the reason why I went selectable locker. But let's say I sold this van and got that Starflight, I'd go to Action Van, get a lift kit, and put a automatic rear locker and a re-gear. So automatic rear locker with the re-gear, it's about $2,500. If you go selectable locker and a re-gear, $4 grand plus. So you're saving about $1,500. So yeah, that's what I did with this van. So Well-Tech lift on this one, that's $5,200 installed. Action Van's $3,500 installed. And then aux locker, you're looking at aux locker or ARB selectable locker, you're looking at $4 grand plus. So I figure automatic rear locker, re-gear, that's $2,500. Action Van suspension lift, that's $3,500. So, you know, knock off a couple grand going with Action Van versus Well-Tech, and automatic rear locker versus selectable. So, you know, if I did a third van build, I would learn from this current one. So every time I do a van build, I learn just a little bit more. All right, next video I'm going to work on re-gear and locker when you're looking at vans for sale.